Hi, guys, and welcome to Word for Today. I'm Pastor Kerry, and Word for Today is when we take one word from one chapter in the book of Proverbs and we spend a little bit of time thinking about that. Today's word is gentle. We want to talk more about that. We'll be right back. There's a proverb in Proverbs 15:1 that reads, "A gentle answer turns away wrath, but a harsh word stirs up anger." A gentle answer turns away wrath. How many times has your mouth made a bad situation worse? I can't begin to count the number of times that's been the case for me, whether it's been in my marriage or on the job or with friends, that in my family, where your mouth makes a bad situation worse. A few years ago, I took some relationship training to help me in my ministry, and they really had a lot of great content that I have used in a number of different settings. But one of the things that they taught us in that training was to avoid harsh starts when you're in conflict with people, and particularly your spouse in this case. And a harsh start is when you're having a problem or an issue with your spouse, and you just kind of ram into their bumper with the front of your car when you start having that conversation. And so there's some good ways to avoid harsh starts, whether it's within your marriage or at the workplace or with your friends, or whenever you have a conflict with somebody. First of all, is affirm the relationship. My relationship with you is important to me, and I want to talk about a problem that I'm having. And so that way, right at the start, they know that this is not something that is attacking the relationship. It's important to you, and it's your problem. Even if they're the cause of it, you're the one who owns the problem, and at least the responsibility to respond to that in the right way. Secondly, describe the problem or issue and the effect that it's having upon you. And of course, always use I statements. And so when you're describing the problem, you don't have to use an I statement. It says, when you made fun of me in front of our friends the other night. So you're describing it. You're not blaming them. You're just reporting on the facts that I felt devalued, or I felt embarrassed. And that whenever you're describing the effect that it has on you, always use one word to describe your feelings. It's not like, I feel like, a loser, or whatever else that you might want to do. And then number 3, and there's more to it than just this, is that, but number 3 is to avoid passive aggressive side swipes. How often, when we have a conflict with someone, that we respond with it, some sort of passive aggressive side swipe. Oh yeah, well, you're Mr. Wonderful, or that you're just like your mom, or some of this other stuff. Is that those types of things are always going to put the other person in the position of being defensive. And so you can go a long ways to resolving wrath or anger in a relationship if you just practice approaching the other person in the manner in which you would like to be approached. Now, I'm not saying avoid the problem. What I'm saying is deal with the problem, but do so in a gentle way. I bet more than likely is that you're going to face some sort of complication or conflict in some relationship this week. Let me encourage you. to remember to be gentle and think through how you can approach the other person and to avoid a harsh start. Make it your habit to be gentle whenever you're having a problem with another person, and that's going to go a long ways to enhancing your relationships. And one other thing I would encourage you to do is read Proverbs Chapter 15. There's just a lot of great nuggets of wisdom in that chapter, and that maybe this one, particular one isn't scratching where you're itching, but there's probably more than likely something there that is going to bless you. That's it for now. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.